Hey everybody, I'm Rob Higgins, President and CEO of the Tampa Bay Super Bowl LV Host Committee, and welcome to today's virtual Super Bowl 55 press event. In terms of format, we've got a great lineup of speakers that will unveil a variety of different special announcements, and then we'll follow that by a live Q&A. Be sure to submit your questions for that Q&A using the Q&A feature below. The Super Bowl is such a special event for our community. It's our community's 5th time hosting. Only 3 cities have hosted more. But what you may not know is our community has a long-standing history of hosting during challenging times. Whether it was in 1991 during the Gulf War or 2009 during the recession, our community steps up when it needs to step up most. And there's no doubt the last few months have been really challenging, but our partnership with the NFL has never been stronger, and we're ready for the challenge ahead. To help explain a little bit more about that partnership, as well as share the NFL's perspective, let me introduce you to the Executive Vice President of the NFL, Peter O'Reilly.
Thank you, Rob. It's a great honor to be part of this press event today and to be part of this great group of folks and leaders who are part of making Super Bowl 55 come to life. You and the Super Bowl host committee there in Tampa are incredible partners, and there are so many people who have been so instrumental and will be so instrumental in the run-up to Super Bowl 55. The 2 co-chairs who I know are part of the event today, the other 55, Derrick Brooks, the great co-chair, the great Tampa Bay Buck, Hall of Famer, and Will Weatherford, a tremendous co-chair and a great partnership between the 2 of them. So we're thrilled to be working with all of you, thrilled to be working with Hillsborough County, and thrilled to be working with the city of Tampa. And then obviously our partner in the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Glazers, who are so instrumental in bringing the Super Bowl to Tampa, and so much excitement around the NFL and football starting up in Tampa. So clearly this is going to be a different year and a different Super Bowl. It already has been. We've navigated through a lot of things, and as we get ready for the season and as we get up to ramping up to Super Bowl, things will be different as well. We're aware of that, but confident and excited as we move forward here. And very excited specifically today to talk about Super Bowl experience presented by Lowe's, because there's some firsts here. This is the first fully free to the public Super Bowl experience ever. It's also the first that's been fully outdoors and fully connected in the way that it is along the Riverwalk. So we sit here today with a great partnership with the Tampa Super Bowl Host Committee, where we, the NFL, and the Tampa Super Bowl Host Committee will come together to create Super Bowl experience presented by Lowe's. The event will span 2.7 miles along the Tampa Riverwalk, and in that connected way will deliver music, concerts, food and beverage, and all kinds of sponsor and fan activations across the stretch of days the Super Bowl experience will take place. And one of the core centers of gravity for the Super Bowl experience will be Julian B. Lane Park. That's really where the heart of this NFL theme park comes to life, where fans can meet players and legends, Hall of Famers, get autographs, get their picture taken with the Vince Lombardi trophy, the trophy that all 32 clubs are looking to hoist in Tampa come Super Bowl 55, and immerse themselves in so many different fan activities. And as you see here, such a beautiful park, and an incredible location to be this hub of our free theme park around the NFL. The other park that's really special as part of Super Bowl experience presented by Lowe's is Curtis Hickson Park. And Curtis Hickson will really bring Tampa to life. The culture of Tampa, the community, its vendors, its food, its art, in really unique ways. And we're so excited, and that's so important in every Super Bowl, but think we can do that in partnering with the host committee to really bring Tampa to life and allow fans not only from the region, but broader fans from around the country and around the world to experience really what Tampa is all about. And Super Bowl experience is for all ages. It's got something for everybody, but at its core, it has such a youthful energy to it. and there's so much for young fans and families to do. In this area will be an opportunity for young fans and families to come down, participate in Play 60 activities, our youth health and wellness campaign, or play football activities, youth and flag football elements where fans can touch and be close to the game. So incredibly excited about those pieces again in beautiful Curtis Hickson Park. As we get closer and into the season, we'll release info on where fans can sign up to get those free tickets to Super Bowl Experience presented by Lowe's. But if anyone is interested, those who are interested now can go to NFL.com/TampaSB, NFL.com/TampaSB to get all the information that I'm talking about here, as well as sign up for alerts and information as those free tickets become available. Lastly, I want to just underscore what I said at the top and reiterate that we understand that this season and this Super Bowl, as this entire period has required us to be, we'll be flexible, we'll be adaptable, and we'll work through whatever circumstances may come to bear. And health and safety will guide every single one of our decisions, as it has as we work through the off-season and draft and the startup of the season, which is now upon us. And I can assure you that whether it's for our fans or our players or staff or the broader community, that again, health and safety will drive, working with our federal partners at the CDC, our local and state health partners in Hillsborough County and the city of Tampa, and with our medical experts at the NFL to make every decision through that lens of health and safety. So ultimately, we're incredibly excited for Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, the partners we have, the energy that we can feel, the legacy that it will leave. And I know that's a large part of what the team will talk about today, Forever 55, and well beyond the close and the hoisting of the trophy in Super Bowl 55, the legacy that Super Bowl will leave in this community with the great partners we have here. And one of those great partners is the mayor of Tampa. I had the good fortune of speaking with her at the handoff ceremony in Miami last year, where they took the torch towards Super Bowl 55. So excited to partner with her and her staff. So I'll now hand it over to the mayor of Tampa, Jane Castor. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, it's Mayor Jane Castor here. We can't wait to host everyone for Super Bowl 55. It's been a few years since the last time we've hosted a Super Bowl, and boy, has this city transformed. From the amazing upgrades to Raymond James Stadium and our airport to the beautiful Riverwalk, you're in for a real treat. And let's not forget a lot of ongoing upgrades to our parks and neighborhoods all over town. From the Channel District to Water Street to Midtown, construction is skyrocketing in our city. Visitors will find a lot of great new places to explore, along with some of our old favorites like Busch Gardens and the Florida Aquarium. But it's really the people here who make Tampa such a great place to visit. Tampa is an incredibly diverse city full of warm, friendly people, proud to show off our home to visitors from near and far. And don't forget, it's just a short hop across the bay to the beautiful beaches of Pinellas County. We are so excited for the big game and can't wait to bring the Lombardi Trophy back here to Tampa. At the end of the day, we can't wait to welcome you to the best city in the nation. See you in February, and go Bucks!
Hello, my name is Les Miller, and I'm chairman of the Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioners. Greetings from Hillsborough County. As you know, we are pros at hosting major events, and it doesn't get any bigger or more exciting than this. Super Bowl 55 will mark the 5th time our community has hosted the big game. If you don't mind me saying that, I hope we'll make history by having our hometown Bucks become the first team to play for the NFL championship in their own stadium on February 7th, 2021. The Super Bowl impacts go well beyond the turf. The entire Super Bowl experience brings together the community, our visitors, and presents grand new opportunities for businesses. One example is Business Connect, which features 200 businesses competing for the NFL contracting opportunities while taking advantage of professional development webinars and networking forums. During these challenging times, it's more important than ever to support small and minority-owned businesses. Hillsborough County thanks the NFL and the Tampa Bay Super Bowl 55 host committee for the emphasis and promotion they put on supporting local businesses. Have a great day and take care.
Hello, Tampa Bay. I'm Will Weatherford, and I'm excited and proud to be serving as co-chairman of the Tampa Bay Super Bowl 55 host committee. We want to sincerely thank the NFL for entrusting and providing our city with the unbelievable opportunity to host a Super Bowl in our community for the 5th time. Now, as you can imagine, hosting the biggest game on the grandest of stages requires an enormous amount of local support and commitment from both the public and private sector. Team Tampa Bay's goal is not only to fulfill the bid obligation, but exceed expectations at every turn. Our community partners have proven time and time again that they will do whatever it takes to prove that major events in our community are a huge success. We want to especially thank Hillsborough County, the City of Tampa, Visit Tampa Bay, Visit St. Pete Clearwater, Tampa Sports Authority, the Florida Sports Foundation, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for their significant contributions and the contributions in support of Tampa Bay's hosting effort. There are so many opportunities for local businesses to engage and support our hosting effort, and I'm proud to share that the private sector has stepped up in a big way. We're excited to announce and introduce 2 new strategic partners here today. Ashley HomeStore and Reliant Quest are 2 global brands headquartered here in Tampa Bay that share in our mission and value of supporting our community. It gives me great pleasure to welcome both Ken Jones with Ashley HomeStore and Brian Murphy, the CEO and founder at Reliant Quest, to our team.
Hi everyone, myself and the Ashley HomeStore team are so excited to be part of the upcoming Super Bowl 55. It's going to be a great time. This event not only brings excitement to our city, but it also makes a major economic impact on the Tampa Bay community, which we couldn't be more thrilled about. Ashley HomeStore's vision and commitment to this community coincides with Tampa Bay and the Super Bowl host committee's Getting Better Together. We have big plans to continue bringing you the love of home, including our ongoing efforts to enrich our communities, reduce our energy footprint, and make this city shine in one of the world's biggest sporting events. We look forward to an amazing event and showcasing our beautiful city. Tampa Bay is your home and our home, and together we can make a difference.
Reliant Quest is extremely excited to be a founding partner of the Tampa Bay Super Bowl 55 host committee. We are excited about the opportunity that the Super Bowl brings to the Tampa Bay area, not just for our companies, our businesses, and the local economic impact, but also to introduce the world really to how great it is to live and work and grow businesses here in Tampa Bay. Our involvement to help bring our cybersecurity capability and our gray matter platform, starting in mid-July, working with the ambassador program and helping to think about strategically how we can secure some of that information, right through our goal setting and partnerships that will carry right through the end of the game. And we're going to set some aggressive goals and accomplish those goals. Really excited about the opportunity and can't wait to get to work and continue the process.
We are thrilled that the Super Bowl is coming back to the Tampa Bay area for the 5th time in history and the 3rd time under our ownership. The entire Buccaneer organization is ready. The Super Bowl is right around the corner, and we look forward to working together and supporting the efforts of the host committee all along the way. There are a few opportunities like this one. The Super Bowl gives our community a chance to show the world just how much the Tampa Bay area has grown and changed since 2009. The Riverwalk, Armature Works, Water Street, and the St. Pete Pier are just a few of the all-new experiences waiting for our guests this time, and we can't wait to show them off. And speaking of working together, I would like to hand it off to my sister Darcy to add her perspective.
Both the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation and the Glazer Vision Foundation strive for equity in education, gender, and social justice. Tampa is part of the fabric of who we are, and we're committed to families and children and the entire community here in Tampa Bay. We look forward to partnering with the NFL and the host committee on legacy programming focused on creating a lasting and positive impact in the Tampa Bay region that will continue for years to come. And now, I'd like to introduce Tampa Bay Super Bowl 55 Host Committee Co-Chairman Derrick Brooks to officially unveil Forever 55.
Hello everyone, Derrick Brooks here. Many of you know me as a Hall of Fame linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I'm here today as your co-chairman of the Tampa Bay Super Bowl 55 Host Committee. One of the goals when I played was to win a Super Bowl, and I was fortunate enough to do that here for our Tampa Bay Bucs. Now, I get a chance to be part of another Super Bowl in our community, and the mission is even greater. To me, the Super Bowl provides an amazing platform on the grandest of stages to leave an everlasting impact on our community long after the confetti settles on the field. Today, in partnership with the NFL and the support of our community partners and civic leaders, we are proud to announce that a $2 million investment will be dedicated to our primary social legacy initiative, Forever 55. Forever 55 will focus on these key pillars that best reflect the needs of our community. Early childhood education. We're excited about the opportunity to pilot a groundbreaking initiative that focuses on the first 1,000 days of life, providing wraparound services to indigent families. Food insecurity. In partnership with GNU, we will implement 55 breakfast carts in need-based Title I schools throughout the Tri-County area. Families. The host committee will adopt 55 families from underserved, at-risk, and unsheltered populations to provide goods, services, exposure, and experiences with the help and support of many strategic partners. Health and wellness. The host committee, in partnership with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, will develop and support programming focused on fitness, health, and wellness in need-based areas in our community. Sustainability. The host committee will work and support alongside NFL Green, the NFL Sustainability Program, but we will also implement local initiatives and programs in partnership with TICO, the host committee's sustainability partner. Together, we're all focused and committed to developing projects that will reduce the environmental impact and waste of resources. We originally planned for 5 pillars representing the 5 Super Bowls hosted here in Tampa Bay. But recently, we reevaluated our focus areas and felt it is imperative to add a 6th pillar dedicated to systemic justice. The host committee will launch their game plan, Tampa Bay's Resolve, in the upcoming months. Tampa Bay's Resolve isn't just a written statement. It's an action plan to help work to eliminate systemic injustice and structural racism. Along with the NFL, we are committed to playing an active role in inspiring and creating significant change. We would like to extend our sincerest thanks to all our Forever 55 supporters who will help make these pillars a long-lasting success. It gives us great pride to unveil our legacy plan and our commitment to you today. Together, we will move our community forward forever. Take it away, Rob.
Thanks, Derrick. We are so excited to have 2 great leaders of our host committee with Derrick Brooks and Will Weatherford. Speaking of excited, how about these exciting announcements today with Forever 55 as well as Super Bowl experience presented by Lowe's. Forever 55 gives us an opportunity to leave a lasting impact on our community for many years to come after Super Bowl 55. When we started this hosting journey over 3 years ago, we created a mantra for this host effort. It's called Forward Forever. Forward is about how far we've come as a community since we last hosted 12 years ago in 2009, as well as where we're going in the future. Forever is about Forever 55 and the lasting legacy that Forever 55 is going to leave on our community and its kids. But the recent times have taught us that Forward Forever feels incomplete. Every time our community has been challenged in the past, we've been successful together. So from now on, our Super Bowl hosting movement will be done forward, forever, together. Thanks so much for joining us today. We encourage you to get involved and stay connected by visiting TampaBayLV.com, joining our community ambassador team, registering for the official fan engagement app, NFL One Pass, subscribing to our monthly newsletter, listening to our weekly podcast, which is Tampa Bay 55, and following us on social at Tampa Bay LV. The live Q&A with our leadership of the host committee as well as our friends at the NFL will begin momentarily. Be sure to use the Q&A feature below to submit your questions.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining the virtual press conference. If you have not already, please submit your questions in the Q&A feature below. We'll be getting started soon. It will be about a 15-minute Q&A, so if your questions are not able to be answered, reach out to me following and we'll try our best to work through your request. While people are logging on, I'll go ahead and introduce them. From the NFL, we have Nikki Yule, the Director of Events with the NFL. We have Kathleen Ickpe, the Manager of Events for the NFL. We have Peter O'Reilly, the Executive VP of Club Business and League Events for the NFL. And then we have our two co-chairmen for the Tampa Bay Super Bowl LV Host Committee. You see Will Weatherford there, and there's Derrick Brooks popping up with everything behind him. And then Rob Higgins, of course, our CEO and President of the Super Bowl LV Host Committee. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see, we got questions coming in. All right, I'm going to start with one that I got while the video was playing. This is a joint question for the NFL and the host committee, so whoever would like to start first. What were some of the key factors that led to the transformation of a co-produced Super Bowl experience for the first time?
I will. I'll start, Rob, and then you can. You should jump in, and certainly Nikki and Kathleen for sure jump in. But this has been something that we've been thinking about for a number of years in terms of what does the fan experience at Super Bowl look like, and how can we optimize that. So the Super Bowl live element, produced by the host committee, has grown in recent years, and Super Bowl experience continues to be this staple. And I think our mindset is in bringing them together in a free format and in a connected format, we could create an even greater hub and a greater fan experience. In some previous Super Bowls, a fan might have to decide, should I go to Super Bowl Live? Should I go to Super Bowl Experience? In this model in Tampa, along the Riverwalk, we've created a free connected experience that allows fans to have that real hub feeling and be a part of Super Bowl. So been something we've been thinking about for a while, and really in partnership with Rob and the host committee, are excited to now bring it to life for the first time.
I would just follow up by thanking our friends at the NFL. We share a mutual alignment and appreciation for the ability to create memories for fans at absolutely no charge. So whether you have a game ticket or not, there's that opportunity to create family memories that can last a lifetime. And through this blended model and through this partnership, we're able to pull it off at a really high level. So it's something that's really exciting. It's something that we could not be more grateful to the NFL for helping make happen. And naturally, we're really excited to show off our river walk. No offense to any other Super Bowl host city out there. They all have their strengths, but we feel like our river walk is a key differentiator and something that allows fans to experience the Super Bowl in an all new way.
Thank you so much. And just to let everyone know, we do have a lot of questions coming in, so we're trying our best to put some of those questions together. So if it's not worded exactly as you sent it in, it's just because we're trying to answer everyone's within one. So hopefully we can do just that. For the NFL, if capacity is reduced and social distancing is implemented, what are some of the NFL's plans to ensure the health and safety of all guests and fans to the Tampa Bay region? We need to unmute Peter.
Unmute Peter.
Yeah, I know. Brooke, I was trying. Brooke was, anyway, I'm not going to pass any blame here. Thank you, Brooke, for that question.
Of course.
This is obviously a key focus, and health and safety has been our number one priority over the last 5 months in terms of how we've responded to COVID, and really have established jointly with the NFL Players Association a set of protocols that we feel great confidence in, and that runs through every part of our game. And those you see are starting to be implemented at training camp as players return, but woven through both the player experience, everything from on-site at facilities to when we start playing games to the travel experience, but also the fan experience. And we have spent a significant amount of time working with our partners, our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sills, the CDC, and local and state authorities, and putting our plans in place and our protocols in place, which are extremely detailed and will evolve as all protocols during this time do and will evolve. But making sure in whatever scenario we're in, fan safety and comfort is number one, and making sure, and we've done that today and throughout. We'll learn a lot, quite frankly, over the next 6 months or so leading up to the Super Bowl. And I think that will only benefit the experience that we can create for fans and players and for partners around the Super Bowl itself. So very detailed plans, both in terms of cleaning and protective equipment, in terms of making sure that we educate fans on being a smart fan and only attending if they, if they're not sick, and making sure that all of our protocols are very detailed. So a lot to speak to there, and has been a huge part of what we've done over the last 5 months. And you see that rolling out in our training camp protocols right now.
Thank you so much, Peter. Next question is for Will Weatherford. With the announcement of 2 new private sector partners today, how crucial is the community support, both public and private, in order to hosting the Super Bowl?
Thank you, Brooke. Well, look, I think there's nothing as important from a community perspective than buy-in. And so having that support both from the public sector and the private sector is just critical for us to showcase Tampa Bay in the way that we want the world to see it. And so we've been really blessed to have some just incredible partners, starting with our local governments and our and of course the private sector has stepped up as well. So this is it's a critical component to any large scale event. But when you're talking about something the size and scale of the Super Bowl, we just have to have that buy-in. And Tampa just continuously has been blessed, event after event, Super Bowl after Super Bowl, in getting that buy-in from the local community, the business community in particular, and also the public sector. So we're really grateful for that, and we're looking forward to seeing the fruits of all that labor here in the coming months.
Thank you. I tried to unmute myself so you couldn't hear me typing, but I guess Rob has to allow me back in. I apologize for that. This one is both for the NFL and the host committee. Can both the NFL and the host committee expand on their recent commitments and plans to help impact change and end systemic racism? So probably from the host committee, Derrick, I'll let you take that one, and then whoever from the host committee wants to follow up.
Repeat that, Brooke. Your audio was breaking up.
Okay. Can you expand on the recent commitments and plans to help impact change and end systemic racism?
Oh, thank you. That's an easy one. For me, as I stated earlier in the video, that these are not words. These are action plans. These are ongoing relationships that we're dealing with currently, not just here in the Bay Area, but across the entire country. Those that include the 32 NFL cities and all the cities beyond that. I think for the first time, you're seeing a unified effort to end injustice across a lot of platforms. And this commitment from the host committee in partnership with the NFL, to me, expands into all the other pillars, because it's all about creating opportunities and better educating these relationships moving forward. And as being one of the leaders of this host committee, I was very stern, in my pursuit of, let's make sure all of our pillars will be here for the future, our children's children. How is this going to impact, from all the other Super Bowls hosted here, how is this one going to stand on its own? And I think now that we are becoming upon some times that allows us to do that, and the opportunity to do that. So not just around this game, but this is everyday conversation that's ongoing through all of our NFL touch points, whether it's the Legends community, whether it's the PA, whether it's the players, whether it's teams, executives. We all have put our hand in the middle of that circle and said, let's go, and committed to this effort. So I'm proud to be a part of that team. And as I said before, this is not about words, it's about action plans. So I just asked the community to join us in our effort. Are we going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Are we going to make some mistakes? Absolutely. But we're going to learn from any mistakes, and we're going to look forward to the challenge of getting better across every one of our pillars, because as I said before, in order for this to last, in order for this to be a legacy, we all got to buy in, and we all got to be a part of it. And I believe that we are.
I don't know who from the NFL wants to follow up Mr. Brooks, but you can go ahead and add to it if you'd like.
Yeah, certainly hard to follow Derrick on that, and we couldn't agree more in terms of his statement there. And this is, to his point, this is bigger than Super Bowl 55, much bigger, and involves every day and every moment, and building it into everything that we're doing at the NFL. And I'm very proud and excited that the host committee added a pillar around ending systemic racism and supporting social justice efforts. That's critical and aligns with what we're doing year round. And as you know, we launched in 2018 our unified commitment called Inspire Change, which is our unified commitment around social justice, with pillars that are similar, pillars around education and economic advancement. That area is critical. Pillars around policing and community relations and strengthening relationships, and then around criminal justice reform as well. So Inspire Change has had significant impact since then, and will have significantly more impact moving forward, given the partnership we have with our players, our partnership with our clubs, and really bringing that to life, not just through moments and talk, to Derrick's point, that we have a big platform to create moments, but through action and through real impact and setting clear goals. So that is how we move forward. And you've seen that already. You'll see that woven into so much of what we and our clubs and the players are doing to start the season. And my hope is that we can culminate that in a big way at Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, not only in moments, but in the action that this community with whom we're partnering can come together to move forward in a positive way.
Thank you so much. Another one for the NFL that came in. Are you concerned about positive tests popping up around the league and the ability to have a complete season with the Super Bowl on February 7th?
I will take that as well. We're very confident in our protocols and are very focused on a Super Bowl, a season that ends on February 7th and starts and ends as scheduled. That said, obviously, we are about being flexible and being adaptable. We've lived that. Everyone has had to live that over these recent months, and we are no exception to that. So I have every confidence in this team. And when I say team, the broader team you heard from today, and working in partnership with Rob, that if we need to be flexible and adaptable around anything, and I understand that there are lots of questions around what that flexibility and adaptability means. You can't answer those today because we don't know what 6 months from now will hold, but we're going to be flexible and adaptable and have health and safety, the health of fans, our players, our partners, and our community drive those decisions. To the point on positive test, as Dr. Sills has said, and you've seen in every part of society, as long as this virus is endemic to society, there will be positive tests. So it is really around how we continue to react to that. We feel very confident on the football side in our testing protocols, our tracing protocols, and our protocols, should there be positive tests around isolation and everything we'll do there. So like I've said, we'll learn a lot in the months ahead, and we're confident in our protocols and are laser focused on February 7th.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. For Rob and Derrick, how did the host committee come up with the legacy pillars for Forever 55?
I can start and turn it over to Derrick. I can tell you how we came up with the name of Forever 55, and that was Derrick telling us that's what it would be. But no, I think it all starts with listening, and through a variety of different meetings with different community leaders, we listened a lot. And I think through those conversations, we started to gravitate specifically to really clear needs in the community. And whether it was food insecurity or early childhood education or families or health and wellness or sustainability or systemic justice, you can tell those are real opportunities for improvement within our hometown. And when you look at events and the opportunity to host, one of the biggest boxes you can check is to find events that'll leave a lasting impact in the community. And that's what we found with Super Bowl 55. We're really excited with Forever 55. We appreciate Derrick not only coming up with the name, but also being in the trenches with us, helping make sure that this lasting impact is truly meaningful.
Derrick, you want to add anything to that?
Yes, I do. Rob, I appreciate you. And contrary to Rob's statement, I didn't hijack the name. But again, I'm not going to ask him to change it. But in all seriousness, we look for a lot of connection pillars that not only tie to the needs of the community, but also tie to our partners on the host committee. And we wanted to make sure that we align, that everybody has some ownership into these pillars. It's one thing to say you're part of something, then another one to say, hey, I want to take ownership of this. We were looking for commitments to these pillars and commitments to these touch points in our community. And we didn't rush to name all 5 of them. We really took the temperature of our entire area to say where can we have not only the biggest, long-lasting, but more important, where do we see the legacy beyond the Super Bowl making a difference? And I think we touched on that with all 6 of our pillars. And I know some that was rushing for us to kick off this initiative sooner than now. But I always used to tell them, hey, it's not about doing the right now thing, it's about doing the right thing. And I'm so glad that we took the time to determine where that investment would be into our pillars, because these are sustainable pillars that we can sustain as a community well beyond this game. And that whether it ties to other events that come to our Bay Area or not, these are pillars that I see invested across all areas of society. So that's why a lot of thought process went into this and identifying the right relationships and the ownership of all the relationships that these pillars ask for, and really that's going to be needed in order for us to execute this.
Thank you so much. We have time for one more, so I'm going to go with one that kind of fell on both sides, host committee and the NFL as well. So with Super Bowl experience stretching 2.4 miles, what can fans expect to experience along the Riverwalk that is different from past years? Who wants to take it?
That's a Nikki Kathleen combo if I've ever heard one.
Sure. Yeah, it's 2.7 miles. You shorted us 0.3 there, Brooke, but it's 2.7 miles. We're really excited to have such a long stretch of fan activations. As Peter mentioned, Julian B. Lane is going to be home to the traditional elements that you're used to seeing within a Super Bowl experience when we're usually in the confines of a convention center. Player autographs, the Vince Lombardi Trophy, interactive games, youth activities, sponsor activations, of course, NFL Shop to have that exclusive merchandise is key. So really excited to have that be one of the homes. But again, it's along the entire 2.7 miles. So if you just pop into Curtis Hickson or Two Roads or Sparkman Wharf, there's a variety of different activities in each. And we're really excited to showcase the city. And Kathleen?
Yeah, just echoing what Nikki said, and a lot of youth activities as well. We'll still have our usual staples, our play football field, our play 60 zone for the kids. So just a lot of great activities and just outdoors.
I would also say that fan communications is going to be very critical this year. As Peter mentioned, we're going to be very nimble and adapt to the evolving situation that's happening around the country and, of course, in the Tampa Bay area. So look for those fan communications. Know before you go is going to be very critical this year more than ever. So we just encourage all fans to tap into those resources that we're going to be rolling out in the coming months so that they're prepared to come enjoy several hours on the Riverwalk in a very safe manner.
Anything you'd like to add, Rob?
Oh, we just appreciate when you bring together such a massive event that used to be two events in previous years. It takes a truly strong partnership. And so we couldn't be more appreciative of our friends at the NFL and trusting us to partner with us for us to become the first city in this new model and for us to be the first NFL experience that's free to the public as well. If we weren't social distancing on Zoom right now, I would totally give Peter a hug or a high five for giving us this opportunity. But we just are grateful to all our community partners and our leadership between Will Weatherford and Derrick Brooks. It's truly been a phenomenal journey and couldn't be more excited with these final 6 months ahead.
Sounds great. Any final words by panelists before I let you go?
I would just layer into to Nikki's point, just that site that was referenced of NFL.com/Tampa SB is a good resource as you all communicate with fans and you all look for information so you can make sure that you've got the latest as we learn and evolve as we head through the coming months. But as Rob said, we echo his statements. We could not be more excited about this partnership and coming together and the energy that's behind it. So just look forward to what's ahead, and no matter the situation, I have confidence in this team.
Sounds great. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, I would like to add this in my closing statements that when Rob really touched on, forward forever together, that hits home again every time I hear it. It hits home with me how much that we got to collectively come together and overcome a lot of new norms and uncharted territories. And I know there are questions out there that people want answers to, but we can't provide those answers at this particular point. But As we move forward forever together, we will collectively have those answers to the best of our ability, and we will make this experience the best. I look at this as an enormous opportunity to bring our country together, not just through this pandemic, but through all of the issues we're dealing with now socially. That there's a lot of impact areas that this Super Bowl allows us to be in partnership with the NFL. And I get excited to have that lasting impact off the field. I know I have my joys and thrills of having an impact on the field, but I could sit here and truly say I'm just as, if not more excited to have a bigger impact off the field because we're touching millions of people with what we're doing well beyond our 32 cities. So thank you, Rob, for handcuffing me down until I said yes to lead this effort. But again, Peter, Nikki, Kathleen, and all our partners at NFL, I'm excited to be your teammate on this.
Thank you, Derrick.
And thank you so much for joining. That is all for today. Shortly following the press conference, we will be sending out a full media package. Please email me if you have any questions, and we look forward to February. Bye, everyone.